The free hit. Now, essentially, it's basically a chip saying, put all your chips on the deck, and who are the players you think, best 11 out of this game week, that are going to get all the points. That's what the free hit really is. And in this video, we're going to be going through who I think are going to be getting all the points in game week 22. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. Now, I haven't said that in a long time. Now, there are a lot of things changing. It's a transfer market, so people are moving, as well as there were some FA Cup matches as well. So I am recording just before the Arsenal and Chelsea, basically the Carabao Cup games. So I haven't caught wind of any and all of the injuries, if there are any, but yeah, I put this together very much then. So let's dive into it. We're going to start off, and you guys can check this out in sections. That's what I've done for you guys as well. We'll start off with the defense, just revealing the goalkeepers and the bench. I have put Alisson Becker there, playing against Burnley at home. Dubravka is going to be on the bench, of course, because they are playing against Liverpool. Now, after Liverpool's performance against Arsenal, I just think, they've shown that they really can keep it tight, both away and at home, I think, as well. Burnley themselves don't seem to be all that threatening when it comes to scoring goals. They've done very well lately, I think, against Man United. Even in the actual Carabao Cup, Anthony scored some really great goals. But I think Liverpool can keep a tight lid on it despite their injuries with Conor Bradley. I'm not sure how extensive that is. But nonetheless, I think Alisson Becker and Liverpool in defense is not a bad way to go considering the fixtures. Remember, you are actually targeting the best fixtures as well as the best players who are in form in the game week for a free hit. So I think a clean sheet should be had here. Now, that being said, on the first bench, I do have Thiago just because he's playing against Chelsea. And yes, fine, he's in form. But we'll get into the strike force once you see the entire team. And then you can really start to let me know in the comment section if you think, nah, Cat, I'll put him over that despite having that fixture away to Chelsea. And of course, the rest are enablers with Krupi Jr. and Goodmanson next to them there. I think Krupi Jr. should be getting some good minutes with Kluivert still out. Us not knowing really when he's going to be back. But yeah, Goodmanson I think has a good enough fixture really just to be on the bench there. Great enabler there at 3.8 million as well. Now, let us move into the defense. In the defense, I will be playing a 4 at the back there. I think it goes without saying, Timber, Gabriel, Virgil van Dijk, and Van de Ven. Now, I think the Arsenal picks are clear. Of course, we're all doubling up with Arsenal. I would still do that even in this free hit. Playing against Nottingham Forest after another clean sheet against Liverpool, I see that they can do that as well against Nottingham Forest. So yeah, pretty obvious. Virgil van Dijk, another pairing, I definitely would go for it. I think we're all still waiting for that bullet header for those of you who do have him in your team. Mickey van der Ven, he is the wild card. Now, you're probably saying, why Cat? Okay, of course, he is at home. He's got a good fixture, which is West Ham. I think that's very obvious, but then Thomas Frank is under a lot of pressure, and with that pressure, he's going to have to get some wins. With those wins, he's going to have to make sure he doesn't concede in order to make sure he doesn't lose or even draw. He's got West Ham and he's got Burnley back to back. He's out of all of the cups except for the Champions League, fine. But I'm pretty sure he knows he can't go all that deep into the Champions League, nor less win it. So these fixtures are going to be very important for him, because I believe actually if he had exited the FA Cup, it was done. I was expecting to wake up and the man is gone. All right, but he's still here. And I think if he loses or draws even both of these fixtures, I think he has to get 6 points from these fixtures, and I expect some clean sheets as well with this. And Mickey van der Ven has shown to be threatening in attack, just in open play, as well as even set pieces, so can get some DEFCON as well, but I don't expect it against West Ham. So I just feel like with this back four and him, he's basically a good pick, quite frankly. covering yourself as well when it comes to ownership. So yeah, not so much of a wild card when it comes to ownership, but don't worry, Alisson's got you covered there. That's the defense. Right, now let us move on to the midfield. Now, if you're enjoying that content, please remember to hit that subscribe button. It really goes a long way in supporting me and the channel and the content, knowing exactly that you guys love this as well, so I can make more content for you guys. But most importantly, it gives you 50% off the FPL app as well. Just remember to make sure that your subscription in YouTube is public, that way that the app can actually detect that you are subscribers to the channel. But other than that, let's continue with the video. Midfield, where I am going with a 5. All right, now who am I going with the 5? All right, Saka there against Nottingham Forest away. I got Wilson, who's been in great form, in all honesty, playing really well. He's ticking along really well when it comes to just those type of players who you can just keep in the squad. Nice and cheap by where I got him, really, when I got him. Bruno Guimaraes scored 30 points in the past 3 games. Well, more than 30 points, 31 points. And playing against Wolves, he's playing away. Definitely a great pick as well. So I think he's definitely one that has to go into this one because of the fixture and his form. Rodgers as well, one of the top form players, playing against Everton at home. Ollie Watkins was speaking on him there, just saying that, look, he wouldn't be surprised if this guy ended up really playing in the teams the likes of Real Madrid, because he is that good. And it's just such a shame that like Rodgers doesn't have penalties. You know, I think if Rodgers had penalties, he would have been one hell of a pick. But with his performances as well, you know, I think he's becoming more of a ticker, in the sense of he's not gonna just give you those hauls back to back. It's gonna be here, there, here, there, here, there. So he's hit a bit of his purple patch where he did really well, and he's also had a bit of his like quiet patch. But I think these fixtures that are coming up now can be really good for him in the long term. But even just for this game week, he's got a good game. Cody Gakpo. Now, we have no information yet on Ekitike, but he didn't make that game for Arsenal. This game against Burnley, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back, but nonetheless, I still expect Cody Gakpo to play. With Bradley injured, I do think there's space really for Cody Gakpo to even play on the right if necessary, because Frimpong was playing up there, but now I think Frimpong will drop all the way down to the actual back on the right back, and then you have that space open on the right, which again, I'm not sure who will necessarily go there. I've seen Dominic Szoboszlai play there, and so if that's the case, Szoboszlai playing right wing and Wirtz playing in the 10, then you would see Cody Gakpo playing on the left. So that's where the idea of Cody Gakpo is coming in. He's a player who's really got the highest XG in Liverpool, so you know, if there's a goal, he should be involved in there, and I just want to get a piece of that goal scoring action against Burnley with Liverpool there. So that's the midfield. That's the idea through the midfield. Great fixtures, targeting really the lower end of teams. I think the striker playing in this formation, in all honesty, is obvious with Erling Haaland. Now, maybe you can have a debate on captaincy. I say maybe. I think you know, if you really want to go all that different, you could probably go Saka if you want to try and be somewhat safe. Saka's had some rest in the FA Cup. I think he's definitely going to play against Chelsea. See how he goes there in that game. Bruno is another contender, Bruno Guimaraes. Not sure about Cody Gakpo, you know, not sure about Cody Gakpo, because yeah, it's playing against Burnley, but yeah, I just don't see. I mean, he can do that haul, but I just think it's a real risk, really. I think a Saka, because we know he's on penalties, set pieces, he's in a great team, he's playing against Nottingham Forest. I think, you know, that's a safer bet really than going Cody Gakpo. So if you were to go against Haaland, my first option would be Saka, second Bruno, and third would be a Cody Gakpo. So yeah, going back to Thiago, is there a player you guys think here that sorry, I just want to put this on silent for you guys. Is there a player here you guys think that Thiago could come in for? You know, debates. Thiago is on penalties. I guess Wilson's not. Cody Gakpo's not. It's kind of tough, you know, because the midfielders also have a higher ceiling. Now, you could probably think, well, Cat, it's easy. I think Mickey van der Ven, you know. And yeah, that's cool. But I think as well, Chelsea as well, trying to tighten themselves up. I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be a tough game for Brentford, and I wouldn't be surprised if really they probably don't walk away with anything, you know, and it's going to be a very tight game. So that's why for me, I'm just like, I'll have Thiago on the bench, you know, honestly. This has no money left in the bank. So if you wanted to downsize him, you know, make it stronger in somewhat way, bring in another defender, then yeah, I guess you can. But yeah, for me, that is the team. Now, if you haven't seen my wildcard team, which I put together as well for FPL Gameweek 2, the most ultimate wildcard team, you can definitely go and check that out in a video right over here for you guys. But please let me know in the comment section what you think of this free hit team as well. Who do you think that I haven't considered, that I've actually missed out as well? Really interested to hear. It's great to be back. I really miss you guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Should be on transfer targets as well, and then later on in the week we'll do my team selection as well. See you guys. Peace.